Ladies and gentlemen of the Jewish community, my community, today I ask you to reflect with me. As Jews, how do we ensure our votes truly reflect our values and priorities in today's political and social climate? For generations, we have traditionally supported the Democratic Party. Our values center around democracy, freedom of speech, and justice for all. But we must now face a difficult truth. The Democratic Party has manipulated our loyalty. They have exploited our deep commitment to justice and our devotion to the unprivileged, using our votes to pursue policies that have strayed far from our ideals. Consider the consequences. The abandonment of Afghanistan to the Taliban, where women are once again oppressed and families torn apart. Shutdown of the Keystone Pipeline, which has harmed American workers and their families, and a $6 billion sent by Biden-Harris to Iran. Can we honestly say this hasn't contributed to funding attacks like the atrocities we witnessed on October 7th? And we have seen the Democratic Party's policies and Harris's lack of leadership impact our borders, leading to a staggering rise in fentanyl and opiate-related deaths, violence, and even rapes in our own neighborhoods. How can we, as Jews who stand for dignity and justice, turn a blind eye to these tragedies? We have always championed the dignity of minorities, yet the Democratic Party has failed Black, Hispanic, Asian, and other minority communities through economic mismanagement, skyrocketing crime. Just look at Chicago, and a patronizing attitude. Kamala Harris's recent attempt to mimic a Black dialect at a rally was not only offensive, it was demeaning. Imagine if she came to our events and tried speaking with a Yiddish accent. How would that make us feel? We as Jews have always believed in democracy and a democratic process. And yet, Kamala Harris was not democratically chosen. She was placed in her position by political elites. Is this the kind of leadership we want to support? One that disregards our values of justice and fair representation? I cannot align myself with a party that has allowed drug dealers to devastate our youth, that defunds the police while crime surges, that abandons Afghan women to brutality, and that has turned cities into dangerous environments. Nor can I support a party that promotes gender transitions for toddlers or invites boys into girls' bathrooms, eroding the dignity and safety of our children. Can we, as Jews, who are supposed to be a light unto the nations, truly stand by these decisions? And what about the rise of anti-Semitism? In recent years, the Democratic Party, under leaders like AOC, has taken positions that undermine our commitment to Israel and fuel the fires of anti-Semitism across the globe and college campuses. We are Jews. Our mission is to bring light, justice, and humanity to the world. How can we allow the very rights and values we hold dear to be disregarded? We now stand at a critical crossroads in history, where the path we choose will define our future, our country's future, humanity's future, our children and grandchildren's future. We cannot allow these betrayals to continue. We must stand up for what is right, even if it requires a difficult shift in our political loyalties. Harris and the Democratic Party have abandoned the principles that once guided them. They have become worshippers of political expediency and the golden calf of power. Over 3,300 years ago, our greatest leader, Moses, asked, "Who will stand up for what is right, for justice, morality, and humanity?" As Jews, we answered that call in his generation and countless times throughout our long history. Now it is our time to answer that call again. In contrast, we saw historic lows in unemployment for minorities, meaningful criminal justice reform, and policies that uplifted American workers. Foreign policy achievements, particularly the Abraham Accords, fostered peace and stability in the Middle East. These actions and policies were achieved under a leader who has literally changed lives of minorities, women, and small businesses for the better, and who has consistently demonstrated unwavering support for the Jewish people in Israel, Donald Trump. As Jews, our historical and divine mission is to be a light of justice, human dignity, and love. Because of this mission, I can no longer support the Democratic Party. It is our responsibility to fight for the underdog, the weak, and the voiceless. This is why we must vote for Donald Trump. His record reflects positive change, while Kamala Harris's record has consistently brought negative results. Breaking from tradition and political loyalty is never easy, but as Jews, we know the importance of courage in times of moral crisis. This moment requires us to summon that courage once again, to act on our principles and not out of blind allegiance to any party. If Kamala Harris wins, to paraphrase Elon Musk, those who fight for the voiceless will be silenced forever. Can we as Jews allow this to happen? Absolutely not. No. Our voices must remain strong and unwavering in the fight for justice, human dignity, and the future of the great USA, the free world, both our Jewish and non-Jewish brothers and sisters that live in Israel, and our community in these great United States. Come Tuesday, November 5th, I ask you, I plead with you to vote for Donald Trump. The future of all freedom lovers and humanity depend on it. Thank you.